Hey guys, this is Zachariah Bourne, personal development and dating coach. So in this video, I wanted to talk to you about the way people treat you and the way people behave around you. And I wanted to share a story that I thought was really got my attention. And I always like to experiment with things, like to try things out myself. I've been doing it for 14 years now. And I wanted to share this story with you about totally changing the way someone acted in my life completely. And all I had to do was change myself and my perception of that person. So as this experiment, like a lot of experiments I do, what I decided to do was go ahead and see what would happen. So there was this person at my work, this is years ago, and they were extremely negative. They were very not into personal development and pretty much try to crap on it anytime they got a chance. And didn't like happy people, and I'm extremely happy, very positive person. I wasn't always this way. I made myself this way, by the way, for those of you that don't know. And that probably bugged the crap out of her. So anyway, she at the time was very much trying to antagonize me. And I thought, well, I'm going to kind of have some fun with this. I'm going to play this, game. And I'm going to see if I can imagine this person very differently. So just for fun. And I, like any good experiment, I thought it would be good to also have more like a control. Try to do the experiment on someone who's neutral, someone who's, antagonistic, and someone who's neutral. To see what would happen. So what I did was I focused on finding a feeling of love I woke up one morning and I was like, I'm going to try this. Finding a feeling of love for this person who, I would quarrel with or whatever. And I spent 20 minutes just really in the state of love, really appreciating this person, seeing them completely differently. And I really was hyper-focused on it. I felt a lot of shifting going on, and a lot of things changed in my perception of this person. And just for fun, for the neutral person, just to see what would happen, as the experiment, I did the same thing. 20 minutes, just really appreciating this person, and just kind of sending love to this person, feeling and radiating out love for this person one morning. And I ended up going to work that day, and a very funny thing happened that day, hours later. I ended up sitting down. There's a cafeteria at my old job, and those two people that I sent that to that day, just those two, came and for no reason sat with me far away from everyone else. Just those two together with me. And for them to even be on the same shift as me at the same time, to have both of them on there is extremely rare. And for them to be there, and then specifically for no reason, these aren't people I'm close to at all. These are usually people who stay away from, but they just both randomly, for some reason, just the two of them came and sat with me that day. And they were completely changed. It was shocking to see the difference in them. It was it was wild. And we had the most positive conversation that happened to be about personal development. And they were so interested and, inspired by what we were talking about. And they completely acted differently. And actually we became good friends. And it's just shocking the difference that can happen when we start to perceive someone else differently. They can become different, and they can become shockingly different. And that's not to say that if someone is, really not good to you, that you should try to focus them into something better. If you're in a bad situation, always get yourself out of a bad situation. But if somebody is just a pain in the butt sometimes, you can change them. You can shift, you can change your relationship with them, your perception of them. And not only will you feel much better, but a lot of times they can behave so differently. We have so much more power than we realize. So I wanted to share that story with you guys. If you have somebody who kind of sucks at work, you can, you can play around with this just to have fun with it. So yeah, and it kind of shows that the power of love can really literally change people. And you don't need to act differently around them. You don't need to try to coerce or manipulate them into being better. You just have to appreciate them for who they are and find things in them to appreciate. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. It's really great for negative people at work. And if any of you guys are looking for one-on-one coaching, I have a few slots available. Go ahead and send me a direct message and we can maybe set that up. Definitely hit the subscribe on my YouTube and hit the bell so you get notified for when new videos come out. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Take care.